Villager 64.
Huh.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this base tour of the Chronological SMP Norwegian National Park. Today we are going to be recapping our greatest achievements on the Chronological SMP server. First, with an explanation of what they are and some of the features that they entail, and then recapping all of them in a special uncut version of the cinematic scene in Chronological SMP Episode 5. So, let me show you around. This is the first thing I built on the Chronological SMP in Norway. My Nordic start house. It is, of course, where I've slept away many nights on Chronological SMP. And to the left here, we have my storage unit. We've got the woods, we've got the stones, we've got everything I could need in here. Here, we have my super secret, sneaky, valuable storage chest. And then on the other side, we have a little section for smelting. You may see that chimney here does go up outside, and then a little miscellaneous area. Fun fact, this map here. Moving on from that absolute tragedy, outside here, we have my mine. Now, this ladder and the cave here were dug out and created on episode 2. We have where my mining operation began, a bit of a cobblestone mess there, and most importantly, we discovered this strange pillar here. Directly above that chamber on the surface, we have this tower. Now, there are multiple of these dotted around the Norwegian National Park and surrounding the central mountains. However, we shall get to those mountains and what's on them later on in the video. Here we have our Giant's Causeway. This area, based on the Irish landform, is a collection of artificial rocks that surround the western coast of Norway. They were built on episode 2, originally to attract tourists to my country, and are, quite honestly, one of my favourite places to do parkour. And, as you'll see later in the video, you can get some absolutely spectacular sunsets here. Now moving on to my primary source of food on this server, which is my farm. Now, we have fields upon fields of tilled earth here that was first started in my episode 3 and continuously grew throughout the series. The small wooden bridge here eases the transition from farmland to the Giant's Causeway just over yonder. And there are tributaries coming from the mountains and hills here that lead out into the sea and fertilize the land, allowing all of these crops to grow. Just past my starter house here, we have the 2 embassies that were built in episode 3, the World Peaks Alliance meeting room being finished in that episode, and Chile's, the British embassy being finished a little bit later on. And these 2 builds actually started out as a build battle between me and Chile. We'll never really know who won that competition, but I think I do for finishing the actual build. Here we have another one of my episode 3 creations. And this is the Fishing Tavern, a jovial place where visitors to the national park could travel along the causeway and take a rest, watch the sunsets, do some fishing, and most importantly, buy their beverages from a rosebush. Inside, obviously, we have some seats. This also was the location where the last day of the server party was held, which was hosted by me. But if you want to see that, you'd have to go and watch episode 5. Here we have our port, which was created towards the end of episode 4. And it serves as Norway's main sea connection to other countries, and was the final build for the Norway National Park area. The boat features multiple carvings on the bow and stern, meant to depict some sort of mythical beast, and the dock beside it has quite a rugged texture due to low maintenance, but most importantly, this jetty here where visitors to Norway can park their boats and basically be introduced to the country. Now on to our final and probably the most significant landmark of the whole national park, the Central Tower. This monolith of the past is possibly the greatest enigma on the server. First appearing in my Chronological SMP episode 2, this massive tower has links to interdimensional travel, as in episode 5, the finale of Chronological SMP, it took me to a brand new world where I was reunited with villager kind. It is surrounded by its smaller counterparts on all sides, as you can see here, and shares quite a few similar design motifs to them, except on a larger scale, featuring balconies and also windows. So now that we have had a chance to have a look around Norway and all of the landmarks within the country, let us now turn on some BSL shaders and review them all with 3 minutes of immersive sounds and stunning cinematic shots. Sit back, everybody, and enjoy the show. Now, there is much more that I did not get to show you that I built on this wonderful server. So if you would like to see everything for yourself, you can either watch my Chronological SMP series with full coverage of everything as it happens, or you could head down to the description of this video and check out the world download that I have placed in there so that you can explore this whole map for yourselves. If you would like to see more base tours and other videos of that genre later in the future, then do all the usual things and maybe even join my Discord server to have your say in the content that I make, get sneak previews, and interact with my wonderful community. That's all for this video, folks. So, I've been Villager64, my friends call me Phil, and I hope you all have a good day!